Hello, my friend of Bridge Masters. Today we are going to see two hands from a legend of the game, Giorgio Belladonna, Italian legend. Some of you will know, some of you will not. Anyway, he won basically 13 Bermuda Bowl at 3 Olympiads, so 16 World Championships. He was one of the greatest players in the game. He passed away in the 90s. And you can see I just came across this photo of the ages. You see that how elegant were the bridge player when they played competitions, and you can see there is no bidding box, there is no screens, so the calls are done by voice. You can smoke at the table, completely another era. Anyway, this was the environment when they played bridge. Today I will show you a couple of hands of Giorgio Belladonna. One is more curiosity, what about the rules and funny fact that happened at the year, and then I will show you a masterpiece with the dummy play of Giorgio Belladonna. The first one, let's start with the first hand. Giorgio Belladonna here is in both the cases will be sitting south. And the first hand was playing with the United States, I think in the championship of 1959. I could not find who were the opponents in this hand. Anyway, it's not that important in this moment. The opening lead, the opener was a dealer was West, pass also by Nord. I think it was Walter Avarelli, the partner in that era of Giorgio Belladonna. East pass. South open one diamond according to the system that we introduced in those years. There was a strong club based bidding system. They introduced it. Then basically this was the start of the revolution of the bidding systems until we come to nowadays where there are a lot of conventions running. Even if natural or strong club, whatever you play a lot of conventions to show your hands, and now they were the first to introduce that. One diamond basically means any non-reverse hand with minor based, so could have also, like in this case, a long club suit. West overcall one heart, Nord one spade, East bid one no trump, and South three no trump. We're not commenting the bid. This was another era, as I was saying before, of the bidding, so we're not so much interested. The opening lead was the fourth card by West, was the 7 of hearts, and after this opening lead, Nord came down as a dummy, and you can see now Belladonna, this three no trump is basically cannot be defeated. Anyway, what Belladonna was anyway scared in case to win directly on the dummy with the queen of heart, because if the finest two clubs would fail, opponents would have cashed all the hearts. So what he decided to do, considering that most probably 90% of the chances were that the ace of heart was in West, to stay low and to protect himself against the club, the king of club not well positioned, and playing the ace of club and the queen of club. At this point, what happened was quite curious. East won with the king and came back with the 5 of heart. Now Belladonna here, it happens also to the champion in World Championship. These things can happen. Did not see the hearts in his hand, and he played a diamond. Now, unfortunately, here the computer does not allow me to bridge base to play a diamond. Does not allow Renounce this software, so I cannot play the diamonds. But basically, what happened that Belladonna played a diamond. Now I'm forced to play the 6 of heart, but imagine that here he played the diamond. West played the 9, and Belladonna won with the queen. At this point, he realized that he had another heart in his cards in the end, and of course the director of the time was called. And basically, what was the rule at the time? Well, the rules of the time was that Belladonna should change the diamonds with the heart. What he did, West was allowed to change his card, so he decided to play the end ace. Why? Because now the dummy was not allowed to change the card, so it was forced to pitch the queen of heart on the ace of heart. These were the rules. So now the rules is not like this anymore. Anyway, at the time the rules was like that. So at this point, when West started to cash all the winners in art defeating the contract, Giorgio Belladonna, in protest with the rule, decided to pitch all the winners that he had in his hand. So basically, imagine that after on the 10 of heart he started to pitch the ace of spade, on the 9 he started to pitch the king of spade and the jack of club, and so on. And basically the opponents cashed all the remaining tricks, defeating the contract by 7 tricks. This was an episode of the Times that made was reported in many newspapers of the time, and I don't recommend you to do like that if you don't. If now the rules have changed, I think now the rules are more fair. Anyway, if you don't agree on the rules on something that happens on the table, please don't play to lose anyway. Accept the fact that you made a mistake and move on, but don't lose to play, intentionally to play. Anyway, that was a funny fact of the era. Now let's go to our next hand. Next hand is known as the Winnipeg Cup. There was an exhibition played in the area between Italy and United States, and there were Garozzo north, Belladonna in south. There was Eisenberg in west. I don't know who was playing in east. Anyway, it's not important. It's just important that every time there is a famous end of Garozzo Belladonna, there is always Eisenberg in the west. Okay, and here the bid was pass, 4 clubs by east. South bid 5 clubs. This is what I found on the clock. Pass by west, 5 spades by north, pass, and 6 diamonds. The same contract was reached also in the other room by south. We can agree or not on the bidding. That was it. As I mentioned in the previous end, that was the way they bid at the era. And let's see how it went. Basically, there was an opening lead of 8 of club, and now the dummy come down. When the dummy come down, you see that you have a big problem. You have a big problem because you have out the king and jack of spades, and you have at least one heart that you have to lose, because you have to lose also in hearts. So okay, one you can establish one club roughing or on the first card, but then you have an issue. In the other room, is reported that the American player Edetera played a double finance in spades that did not work. So basically, he went down 2 tricks. While here Belladonna was able to solve the puzzle and maintain the contract. Get maybe, if you want to find the solution, stop it for a few seconds or for minutes, or how long you need the video, and then I will show you how it was. Okay, Belladonna played the queen of club. The ace of club was played by east and was ruffled in the end by Belladonna. At this point, Belladonna started to think that most probably West was had the king of spades and the 4 hearts. So he came out with this plan. He played the ace of diamond, a diamond to the jack. He played the king of club, pitching 1 spade. He played another club, roughing it high, and here the opponent will start to have problems because he has to pitch 1 spade. The queen of diamonds, and now we are at in this situation, and now the 10 of diamonds was presented on the table. And here Eisenberg understood what was going on, and basically give up and stand and started to clap Belladonna for how he found the right way to win the contract. In fact, we see that now West is end played. He has no choice. Whatever he does is a loser. Let's say, for instance, that he decided to pitch one spade. If you decide to pitch 1 spade, Belladonna will pitch 1 heart from the dummy and play ace of spade and spade. You see that now West will win, but now the 2 spades in the dummy are established, and all the remaining tricks are of Belladonna. If West decide to pitch to pitch one heart, what is going to happen is that Belladonna will pitch one spade from the dummy and just play heart to the ace, heart to the king, and heart for the end play on the opponent. Heisenberg now is forced to play under the king jack that then has his spade, going to the 10 of Belladonna that can catch the queen of spade, ace of spade, and the 7 of heart that has been established. So very, considering that this hand is very difficult to find the solution watching it with in double dummy like we see in these videos. Imagine not to seeing the cards of the opponents. So very brilliant hand played by Belladonna. At the times it made the bulletins and the newspapers made this hand famous. And nothing. I hope you enjoyed these two hands that I presented to you today. If you did, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I will be with you next time. Bye bye.